evening and welcome to My Psychic Connection. I am your host, Journey Ryan. It is Monday, guys. I'm so glad to be back here tonight and see everybody on here. And I see some of you guys got on here as early as 8:42 p.m. So just wanted to say hi to everybody as everybody started coming through the door here. And say hi to everybody. Hello, hello. All right. So, Wicked Fairy knew that role of mine about don't come too early because we don't want to jump ahead. I know some people are jumping ahead. There was somebody that was jumping ahead at like 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm like, whoa, that's a little early. But I know everybody's trying to get in here, try to get first, and I know that everybody's really excited about getting a reading now, guys. We got a lot of cool stuff happening. My Psychic Connection finally getting to the final ends of the new system being put on. And remember, it's going to have video chat and phone and email system, rating system. Everything's going to be right there. Very equipped system. It's going to be a lot easier to use than the current system that we're using right now. So it's going to be awesome. So I can't wait for that to happen because I am ready to talk to everybody and let's have a good time. And, we have been banned from Facebook Lives for the reason we had a lady who was harassing Gifts of Faith who had showed up in the group. We blocked her, but she came back into the group and we had to block her again. And when we did that, and she just flagged our stuff to Facebook, it automatically banned us. And then Facebook has been says they're working on fixing it, but we'll see. It's been since the 9th, it's the 15th, nothing's happened. So hopefully we don't have to be banned for the entire month. But if we are, we're still here on YouTube and Twitch. So we are trying to make our lives go on Instagram and on a few other websites. So I can't wait for all that to go down. So once that happens, we should be going live on Snapchat, Insta, and we are going to start doing some stuff on TikTok. So get ready because it's going to be interesting. All right, guys, this is going to be fun, and I can't wait for you guys to get a chance to see us in all those different programs. So I can't wait. I know we have a long list of people. Remember, you can jump the list. Let's go ahead and put that link up there for you. Now, remember, guys, we are here 5 nights a week. This week, tonight, you've got me, Journey Ryan. On Tuesday, Gifts of Faith. Wednesday, we're here with Trinity Black. On Thursdays, you're here with me with Dream Interpretation. And on Friday, Gifts of Faith will be hosting the show and will be interviewing me, Journey Ryan. So get ready and get the opportunity to see the interview about my journey as a psychic and how I was raised, technically, because I was raised with the psychic gift and being told to embrace it. I know most people who get into the psychic business get into it much older in their life when they have the choices to make, and it's not always accepted. And so I was raised differently to believe in my gift and to do things like that. So it's definitely, it was definitely different. But, I loved it my whole life. That I've always been told to do, what I do now my whole life. So it was good and fun to embrace. All right, guys, I'm sure you guys are ready to get some readings done and stop hearing me yammer and jammer here. So let's take our first one from JS. Are you here, honey? I need you to go ahead and throw us your question. Now, remember, guys, you guys can jump the list. It's not mandatory. If you just want to get ahead of everybody else, you can do that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell, depending on where you're at. If you're on our Twitch channel, don't forget to follow us on there as well. All right, so let's see here. Let's take a look. See if anybody jumped the list while we're waiting. Not yet. All right, Jazz. All right, so let's go ahead and jump Jazz and go over to Tina. Tina M, go ahead and throw us your question. And after Tina is going to be Rave. So get your guys' questions ready. If you guys do come back and say, hey, did I miss my turn? And you've been skipped, you will be added to the end of the list, and we'll get to you as soon as we can. That's why I tell everybody to stay tuned in, because we're going to go ahead and do some things. But I did want to ask you guys some questions. And what would you guys think if we did a drawing every night for the people who are watching the show, who are getting people to like our show? Now, every show we would have some type of giveaway, and it would be something different all the time. But we have things like smartwatches like these, and we have them in white, gold, and black. And we have other little fun items that we can be giving away, plus free minutes. And that'll be on the website, and doing some cool and fun things like that. So tell me what you think, and then we're going to go ahead and take Tina's question and go from there. All right. So Tina says, so there was some drunk text sent during girls' night to A, wondering what his thoughts are. Well, the energy that came across is that, I mean, some of them seems like he was okay with. I feel like the energy is definitely coming around. I feel that, yeah, the drunk test, some of them seemed a little bit forward. You were very forward, but I don't see it was anything that threw him off. But he was wondering where they came from, because he wasn't expecting it. So the energy that I see circling it, the things coming around, is that he's okay with it. I don't feel like he's got bad thoughts on it. Some of the texts were good. Some of them were a little forward for him up front like that. But I don't see that he had any issues with him, Tina. So I do feel like that'll be okay. I still see this relationship moving forward. What's that other question that you had about this situation? Because I see it brewing. I know you have another question on that. I could feel it. It's in your bones. But the drunk texts, I mean, like I said, they just seemed a little forward on some. Some seemed cute, and then he was okay with it, so I didn't see anything bad there. Tina, are you still with me? I was wondering if you had another part of that question, because I felt there was more to it. All right, Tina. Well, thank you for that. Just know that it wasn't bad. Things are going to get closer between the two of you, and you guys will come together. So get ready for that. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Things were weird now, like you said. They would be not really talking right now. Yeah, because they were a little bit forward when it came down to it. But I can tell you right now that the energy looks good. I mean, I still see that he's going to open that door, and you guys are going to communicate again, and then things will get back on track. So I don't want you to worry too much about that. Just wondering if things were still on track for after the 20th, like you said. Absolutely. I didn't feel like nothing screwed it up, so you're good. I don't feel like anything screwed that up. You're good. All right, Tina, thank you so much for your question tonight. I appreciate you. All right. Let's go here and take our next question. Let's see if anybody jumped the list, and we'll go from there. All right. Let's take a look here. No jump the list as at the moment. So after Tina was Rave. Rave, throw us your question. Said thank you. You're welcome. Rave. How is Nikki feeling about me? Will we reconcile? Well, that's the thing, is that yes, you will reconcile. It's just taking a little bit of time in order to, just taking a little bit of time for her to kind of gather her thoughts and get things going in the direction in which you guys need to be going in. I do feel as though that she's been thinking about you. Um, the energy's strong, and I feel like you guys are coming together. So the things will build up, and I do feel like they are coming together. So just feel like things are going to hang in there. Type energy. Don't do anything. Don't reach out. Don't communicate. Nikki's got to be the one that does it. You need to see Nikki putting forth the effort, which will help the relationship. It says, do you know if she loves me anymore? The love for you has never gone away. So, in all honesty, the love is still there for you. I don't feel like that's something that you need to worry about. I feel like things are going to progress. She's going to realize what it is that she needs to do, where she's at, and what she feels. So all of that definitely changes. So don't put yourself in that type of situation. Don't let your mind wander, because I don't feel like there's anybody else. I just feel as though the love is there for you. She's got to put things together, and then the things will come together, and you guys will be back together. So I do feel like the togetherness is there, and I do feel like things are changing. So it says, is there another guy stopping her? No, I did not get another guy stopping her. The only thing that I seen that was in her way at the current moment is friends being around her, and that's because she's occupying her time. So technically, it isn't really anybody holding her back but her. And it just feels like she's got to try to open up and communicate, and I feel like she's hung up on that. So the thing is that it will come together. But I do want to tell you that things are going to get better. So don't think that she's not coming back around, because she is. I did call her last night, but she didn't pick up. Yeah, don't do that. When you do that, that's pushing her further away. It has to be her. It has to be her. You cannot communicate. You cannot do anything. You have to wait on her. If you don't, she will feel like you're being forceful, pushy, and that's going to only throw her backwards. So you definitely don't want to do that. The energy there is not good. So the thing is that, the energy that I see circling it, you guys will work things out, but do not call her. Because every time you do that, you're only postponing her reaching out and communicating. Also, the energy in which she needs in order to miss you is going to help the situation. But if you contact her and you make it a habit to try to, I'm trying to make it happen, you're not going to make it happen. You're going to force it backwards, and the relationship will not work out. At the current moment, I see her coming back. Keep communicating on your end instead of letting her come to you. You're going to push her away, and that energy will dissolve itself. So I know it's hard to hold on and not communicate with somebody that you're in love with, or want to communicate with, but they're not ready. The energy is not good for you to do that. So don't do that to yourself. Don't punish yourself, because that seems to be something that we do to ourselves, not realizing we're actually causing more damage than we are good, just because we want that other person to reach out and communicate with us. But you need to see it on her end to bring forth the energy and to make things happen. But as of right now, it's taking its time. She's taking her time, honestly, and it's nervous energy. That's all that is. So, but that's pretty much what you need to do, is just sit back and let it happen, says I understand. No problem. I'm glad you do. Thank you so much for your question tonight. I appreciate it. All right, guys, let's keep on going. We got a hot show here tonight, so I'm going to try to get to as many people as I possibly can. All right, next person in line is Wicked Fairy, and then Ann Star. Wicked Fairy, go ahead and throw us your question. All right, somebody else came in here and says, hi, Journey. I don't have a question. Just wanted to let you know that the family event went well, as expected, and I appreciate the support during the time. Just wanted to say thank you, guys. No problem, Eeyore. And Rave says, thank you, Journey. You are welcome, guys. You are welcome. All right. Wicked Fairy, are you with us? If not, Ann Star. I need either Ann Star or Wicked Fairy to throw out their question. All right. Let's check and see if anybody jumped the list since we're waiting on one of them to provide their question. And we'll go from there. All right, guys. All right. There we go. We got Wicked Fairy. Wicked Fairy says, hi, my boyfriend is too much in his head about our relationship, and I just want to know when this will pass and will we move in together. So the boyfriend's energy right off the bat, I got that he's created this wall of energy. And what I see there is that you're right. He is too much in his head. It's almost like he's having conversations with you in his head, but not really having with you in person. And I see that energy happening. And I do feel like you guys are going to move in together. Yes, I do see that happening, but that is going to take some time. That's not anytime soon. We're looking at the summer when you guys move in. So we're looking at probably another 4 to 6 months before you guys are under the same roof. So it has something to do with the housing situation and how that's going to work. She says, yes, exactly. So the energy that I see circling it is like these conversations that he's having. He's, kind of living in a almost like a fantasy relationship with you in his mind, and that's what's causing the issues. Because what he's going through in his mind is not really what's happening in real life. So he's got to pull himself out. Does he do that? Yes, because he realizes you're not acting in the way that he's imagining it in his head. So, and the reason he's living in his head like that is because of fear. Says, why is he in his head so much about us? Because in this last relationship, he didn't think nothing of it, went through the relationship, and it was a total nightmare. I mean, it's a complete train wreck. So he doesn't want to relive that. So he created this scenario to live in his head, because if he lives in his head, then he can foresee things. And that's how he feels that, that's how he sees that you're, what's going to happen next. But in reality, he's not really living there. Cool Games, you're on the list. The thing is that, you've got to kind of ride the wave of what he's going through. Don't really put too much energy into it. It doesn't seem like it's a strong energy, and I'm trying to see where things are going to go between the two of you, but I definitely feel like they're heading in the right direction. But when it comes to you, kind of ride the wave. Don't give it too much energy. Once he realizes you're not giving it the energy which he's been seeing in his head, he realizes this isn't the same. So living in his head won't make any sense, and then he'll go ahead and go in a different direction. So you won't have to kind of feel like you're fighting with him when you're not really fighting with him. Says, I know he's in love with me. Yes, he is. And everything, but he doesn't know how to express it. Should I be worried? No, he does express his love, but he does it in different ways. There's something that he's doing that's consistent. And that's his way of showing his love. Love, gratitude, everything that he does it through that one thing. But it's hard for him to actually make the words come out. And that's because he's been hurt in the past. So, but he's got to get rid of the past energy, because you're not the past, you're the present. So that seems to be his issue, is not living in the present. He's living in the past. He's creating scenarios in his head, and then you're living those scenarios, and you're like, I didn't even do this. Why are you mad at me? That's like going to bed, having a dream that you got into a fight with your lover, and then waking up being pissed off at them when they didn't do anything when you were in a dream state. So you can't do that to people. And that's kind of what he's doing to you. It's like living in his head and then taking it out on the weight, you in the real world, not you in his head. So, right, I say that all the time. I'm not the past. But, you've mentioned it. Don't say it again. Because what's going to happen is he's going to turn that into a negative. That's something you don't want to happen. So be careful. Don't let that get to you. things will get better, and you'll see that things are going to change. It's going to get stronger, and your relationship is going to be good. So I want you to hang in there, because this relationship is going to go somewhere, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I just know that I understand where you're at. But when he gets into that mode, and you can always see when he's doing it, don't reflect the energy that he's seeing in his head. Be you. Don't be the person in his head. Because in a way, it seems like that's the person he's trying to make you to be, so he can continue to keep holding up those walls. They're not worth it. So don't act it. Release his energy for him. You'll see a change in him, and he'll be able to be more happy to process and say those things. Thank you, Wicked Fairy. Thank you so much for your question tonight. I appreciate it. All right, let's see if anybody jumped the list. After that, we're going to go to Anstar. All right. I've jumped the list, so let's keep on going here. And after Anstar, we got Christina A. So Christina A, get your question ready. Grab Anstar's question here. It says, hey, he spent a nice day together with my guy. He promised to make more time for us. Will he keep his promise? He mentioned my birthday, which is weeks away, saying he has to get me something nice. Well, you know, the energy that I see circling this relationship, like I said, I felt like it was going to come together. And it was just going to take some time in order for you guys to get back together. That's the biggest thing. Now, with you coming forward and you guys spending that time together, I do feel like he's going to keep his promise. I feel like he's opening that door. You're going to see more, more good and positive things. You see more things coming forward. He starts to spend the night like you've been wanting him to do. He definitely does that for your birthday. And I do feel like he's going to do that even sooner than that. But I just get here that he's trying to kind of overcome some of his own obstacles that he's put in the way. I do feel like he gets past them. I see, him opening the door. But I'm going to tell you, I know that you've got a lot of mistrust within you. But you can't put that type of energy on him. I know that you're nervous because his ex tried to come around him and tried to be all over him. He didn't have nothing or want nothing to do with it. So just be aware that that's not something that he's not going to go that direction, or he wouldn't be coming forward. Now, the thing is that I do feel like you guys are in a place where growth is starting to happen. So I want you to be, ready for that, to accept that and not to fight it. Because that seems to be something that happens between the two of you, because you almost feel as though that you can't trust him. From what I got, you can trust him. I don't feel like he's going to go anywhere. I see him going in the right direction. I see him moving things to go in the direction to make things happen. So I see a closeness, and it's going to keep building in. So hang in there. It gets better. It gets better. Thank you for your question tonight, Anne. I appreciate it. All right, guys, we are going to take a quick break, but right after the break, we're going to take Christina A's question and go to Virgo Queen. Virgo Queen, get your question ready, and we'll be right back after these messages. right, let's go ahead and take Christina's questions. Says Journey. So I got a bit in my feelings, and so I deactivated my Facebook, but only lasted like 3 days. My question for you is, did that make a difference to him? And what is coming for us in 3 months? Well, honey, the thing about that is that you were talking about your dream the other night. You and I were talking about it on Thursday, and I told you to go back into your dream if you could and see if you could see any numbers. You said 420 in there, and I felt around that time frame, maybe just a little bit past that, you would get the opportunity to physically see him. I get that he's being a little bit distant, and I feel like he's afraid of his own feelings. So what's coming up in the next 3 months is him coming to the surface with how he feels. Now, this is something that he has, this is something that he's pushed himself away from because he was scared of it before. He didn't mention it before because he was afraid of what it was going to do to your guys' friendship. And that's something that still bothers him. If, you guys get into this relationship, what if it doesn't work? So that's not it's not just an excuse. It's actually something he's been thinking about. And it makes him worried that he's going to screw something up, because right now he's in failure mode and he keeps telling himself everything I touch turns to shit. And it's not really what's happening. He's in transition right now, and he's going through different things. That's what all these changes are. That's why he's in what I call a misfit state. So basically he's jumping around doing a bunch of things, nothing's working out because he's not jumping into the right things. And I also see him hanging out with the wrong crowd. I feel like he needs to pull himself back because he's trying to get to the next level, but you can't get to the next level if everybody's holding you in the same position. So it definitely makes it a lot harder. She says, yes, I got that. He is scared because he's been hurt before. Well, yeah, he's been hurt before, but the thing is that the reason that he's doing it is based off the friendship. The love has been there for a really long time, and it was something that he didn't act upon. So he's nervous to make it happen. Kind of like, I'm going to sit you over here, and then I'm going to let you sit. And did it spoil? Did it go away? Does she like me? Does she care about me? Do I want to just keep thinking what I'm thinking and not ask if that's the case? Because if I ask, then it makes it real. And so we're seeing him going inside his own head. She goes, is it that he doesn't trust the love he has for me? It's not that he doesn't trust the love. It's the fact that he doesn't want to screw it up, because he's thinking about all the things that he's screwing up right now. He's in a very downward spiral, and he's thinking about all of his failures rather than all the things that he's overcome, things that he's done in his life, the positive things. He's not doing that. He's just keeps going with how he's done this wrong or how this has failed. So life is really hard for him right now. She says, so what month do you see him stepping up and coming back in person? April, honey. When he comes back in person, it'll be in April. But I expect small communication from him before that, more towards the end of this month. So that looks like either, Facebook, maybe a phone call, something to that nature. But the thing is that the distance between the two of you has been there for a while. So it's kind of hard to kind of figure out what it is that he needs to say. So that's what I got. He's just nervous. And the energy will get better between the two of you. But like I said, when he comes in, that's the perfect time to listen to him. You're going to hear everything that you need to hear about what's going on. You need to hear how he's doing things, what's making him tick. That way you can get the idea of what's happening next. She says, I know you said listen to him is super important, but what is it that I should listen to him the most about? Everything. Everything. Don't miss a beat. Listen to everything he says. Yes, you're right. Just listen to everything he's got to say right now, because it's very important to him. These are things that he's been, he'll talk about his doubts, he'll talk about the way he feels about every situation, including y'all's. So by doing that, you can hear the things, you can help lift him up after the fact, but kind of listen to what he's saying. So he'll say everything out loud. Thanks, Christina. I appreciate your question tonight. All right. Let's keep on going. Let's go ahead and see who's jumped the list. And make sure that we don't skip over that. All right. Just know, guys, you can jump the list. It is a small donation of $5. All right. So let's paste that so you guys can see it. All right. Let's keep on going. Our next person in line was... Who was the next person in line? Well, let's take a look over here. Virgo Queen. I need Virgo Queen and Megan Thompson to come on down with their questions. And after that, Ashta, you're next. So get those questions ready. Christina says, okay, thank you, Journey. You are welcome, sweetie. All right, guys, remember to tell your friends about our show. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Every month we do a drawing. Last month we gave away a mini cooler, electric mini cooler. You just plug it into the wall and keep your sodas and waters or whatever you want to put in it cold. You can take it anywhere you want. It was a pretty cool giveaway. So we have another one coming for the month of March. So everybody who's liking and subscribing on YouTube, your names get automatically put in the drawing. If you unsubscribe, your name gets pulled out. So we just make sure that everybody's on there. So just know that. And if you've won a prize with us before, you guys know that we've done this many times, and we get the information and send that out to you. So it's something fun that we like to do. We like to do a little bit of giveaways, and we're talking about doing some picking one show out of the week to do a giveaway where you guys will be surprised when we do a giveaway. All right, Virgo Queen has come to the surface, so let's go ahead and take her question. Said, my fiance, my finances are crappy, and I'd like to know when and how they get better. Let's take a look here with your finances. Well, you know, your finances will definitely change once balance comes to how you balance your finances, for one. I do see more money coming your way, and I'm not talking about the stimulus check. I'm talking about another opportunity for better employment, but I also see you making side money for a business of your own. So I see some entrepreneur energy. When it comes to that, are you marketing? Are you getting ready to do the business? Where is this business? Because I see a business, and it's yours. Have you started yet? That's the thing, because I see the entrepreneur energy all over you. Just waiting on her to respond, guys. Don't forget, we are here 5 nights a week. And this Friday, Gifts of Faith will be hosting the show, and we will do an interview with me so you guys get to know me a little bit better. Virgo Queen says, I don't know anything about any business yet. All right, so the idea of business is definitely coming. It's showing it very strongly for you. When it comes to another opportunity where you're currently working, or the situation of your finances will change because a new opportunity walks to the door that provides you with more money and better opportunity. So get prepared for that, but that happens at the end of this month. So keep your eyes peeled. You have to be looking. If you're not looking, you will miss it. Because that sounds like a good idea, though, to start a new business. It is. That's what's around you right now. That's get them juices flowing. Think about what it is that you want to sell, or what it is that you want to provide. Do you want to provide a service? Do you want to provide, items? What do you want to do? But get that flowing. Get something going for yourself, because you will be good at doing it. Don't do it with a partner. Do it with yourself, because I don't see that adding a partner would be a good idea. Who do I start a new business with? Nobody. You. With you. Start it with you. That's what I would do. Start it with you. I don't have the business idea yet. I'm not quite seeing it because I don't think we're quite there yet. But Virgo Queen, keep me in mind and, come back and talk to me. And we'll see if I pick up more details on it, because it might be too soon to tell what it is. But I see multiple ideas on the table for you. And, knowing your what you like, what you're good at, what you could focus on will help a lot too. She says, okay, I got you. And then she says, what do you see in the relationship wise? Relationships kind of feel like things are kind of backed off a little bit. The energy seems a little bare. That's not a bad thing, especially when you're trying to do different things in your life, trying to work on certain things. It feels like the energy's been pushed back so you could work on getting that balance within yourself. So relationships, we look like that's going to be backed off for at least 3 months. This energy's all changed for you. I feel like you're trying to take a step in that direction to change things. So I'm glad that you're doing that. It makes things a lot better for you, a lot easier. And I'm happy that you're going to get there. So, but when it does come to relationships, summer love definitely happens. But right now, between now and summer, that's the time for you to really get things balanced, get this new opportunity, and work on this new business deal for yourself. Remember, let's keep me in mind when it comes to that. We will get back to it and see what little details I'm picking up so you can know what business that you are, going to do, and that will help. That will help put you in the direction in which you need to be in. Because I really feel like if you started a business and what I saw from you, you would be excellent at it. Says, wow, that's absolutely true. Thank you. You are welcome, sweetie. Just right now, when it comes to relationship, yeah, it's backed off, but it's okay. Well, thank you, Virgo Queen. I appreciate your question. All right. After Virgo Queen, who was that? Megan Thompson. Megan, go ahead and throw me your question, sweetheart. All right, let's go ahead and see who's jumped the list, and then we'll go from there. All right, no jump the list tonight. All right, let's keep on going. All right, Megan, let's go ahead. All right. Let's take a look here. Megan, are you still with us? All right. Let's go ahead. Oh, there she is. She almost got passed up, Megan. Almost got passed up, girl. Don't be doing that. Megan says, hi, Journey. Last week I was feeling really down about the breakup. I felt like I was feeling some of my ex's feelings as well. Can you confirm the energy and where it came from? Well, you know what it is that you guys have that connection. With that kind of connection, with when you fall in love with somebody and you guys get to know each other, you guys create a bond, you create a connection. And that's, when a wife's like, something's wrong, she knows what's going on about her husband, or, another person is connected to somebody, they can do the same thing. Brothers and sisters can do it. Mothers and children can do it. It's a bond. It's a connection. It's a psychic connection. Well, with you have that psychic connection to her. So yeah, you're picking up some of her energies for sure. The thing about it is that you're picking up some of the negative ones, the negative energies that are coming. That's because like I said, the friend is really getting under her skin, talking about bad things, talking about her exes, talking about why her life sucks, and just like really just kind of digging into her. And because she's not doing everything that she wants her to do, that's why she's acting the way she's acting. And that's going to get your ex pushed in a direction that leads her back to you. So we actually technically want her to do this. We want her to act like an asshole. So she'll push her in your direction so she can see who you really are, and you can get the opportunity to have that conversation with her that you wanted to have about communication and about seeing each other more and making this stuff happen, because they know that you guys can make this relationship happen, and she knows it too. That seems to be something that's in the back of her mind, and that's what makes her run to you. So yeah, not only are you picking up your energy, you're picking up her energy, but remember, that's a two-way line. So it's like a telephone. So whatever you're feeling, whatever energies you're putting out, she's picking up. So then you're picking up her negative. She's picking up your negativity. She's picking up your sadness. You're missing her. So she's picking up all those things. I know that you want her to miss you. I get that because that's going to open the door for communication and things to go forward. But the thing that I see here is that that's not the route to go. And I do feel like you will find the direction in which you need to be in. So the energy definitely looks good, but I get why things are the way they are. And I continue to see the energy change between her and you as you guys start to come together. So I feel as though that there will be a reach out at least by the end of this month, Megan. I don't feel like you have much more time to worry about. I don't feel like you have that much time to lose when it comes to her. So if I were you, I would start to try to balance out my energy so she can be balanced with you when she comes forward. It make everything a lot easier, and it'll be a stronger and longer relationship. So I would find balance within myself, try to understand everything that's going on, try to take everything with a pinch of salt. If you feel that depression, go ahead and watch a sad movie. I mean a sad movie. Everybody's got one movie that they can't watch without bawling their eyes out. You need to find that movie. You need to get that crying out of your system so you can change. Once you get to that, when people go into a depression, they go into depression and they hold on because they try to fight the depression the entire time. But if you get to the core center of what's causing that, it will change. So if you get to a movie that just makes you bawl your eyes out, even though you're not getting to the core of your situation, if you can get past that deep cry, you will start to feel better. That energy is attracting, and that energy will attract her. Will also push the friend that's controlling her away. But it's not something that I would worry about, Megan. You're going to have what you want in this relationship for sure. Says, thank you, Journey. You are welcome, Megan. We got your back. Don't you worry. We got you. All right, guys. I'm over here clicking a pen, like going crazy. All right. Hey, Sierra. How are you, sweetie? Let's go ahead and see if anybody jumped the list. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and take the next person in line. After Megan was Ashta. Ashta, come forward in Cool Games. Guys, get your questions ready. Get those questions ready. All right, while we're waiting for those questions to come through, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back after these messages. All right, and we are back. All right, I was asking for Ashta and Cool Games. Cool Games, one of you guys bring your question forward, Ashta or Cool Games. And then after that's Ryan. Let's see if you guys are still on here. I know this is a little harder than normal because of the Facebook being down for us, but hopefully that'll be done within a month's time. I think we're in Facebook jail for 30 days. All because of a hater. That's terrible. All right, well, let's keep on going here. Let's go ahead and take the next person in line, Orion and Jasmine. Orion and Jasmine, come forward. All right, cool games. Throw me your question. There's got to be a small delay or something. Orion, can you please structure the question a little bit better? Is it someone specific? Are you looking for love? Be more specific with your question for me, please. Because your love life can go in many, many directions, and I would like to have a direction in which to give you, your answer to, so you have what you want and not something that is, really broad. I don't like giving the broad readings because I like getting to the center of what you actually want to know, rather than what about Tom? Okay, what about Tom? He's got red shoes. That's not something you want to know about. You want to know about a specific thing. So let's get to that specific thing. That way I can give you the answer you're actually seeking. I did not get your question there, Cool Games, so just go ahead and repost your question for me. Cotton Candy, how are ya? All right, so let's go ahead with Orion. Cool Games, you'll be after Orion, so let me go ahead and take her question here. It says, someone special I want to patch up with. Okay. See, now I can go in the direction in which you are willing to go in. So when it comes to your situation and trying to patch things up with a certain person, the thing is that I do see a couple of things. So I do see a patching up with a specific person. Now, this is someone from your past is coming as well. So I feel like at the same time you're trying to patch things up with this person, someone from your past is going to try to resurface and try to get your attention. The answer to them is hell no. Hell no. There's a reason why they're in the past. They need to stay there. The person that you're currently trying to patch things up with, patching things up, I do not feel like happens this month. It's going to take time to patch this up. And I'm looking at the very beginning of April. So that's only a couple weeks. That's not a long time. But I definitely feel like you'll get the opportunity to patch it up. But someone from the past is going to be a distraction. So don't want that to affect you. I don't want that to be something that, keeps you from fixing this situation. So don't let the past confuse you. It seems like it sounds good, but it's not real. So person from the past, don't deal with it. Person you're trying to patch things up with, it's going to take time, but you're going to get it. So don't worry about that. Says someone from our both past or just my past. It's just your past, sweetie. It's just your past. It's who is coming your way. It's not something that you need to worry too much about, because I do feel like things are coming together for you. And like I said, I feel like you can patch up things with who you're talking about, but it's a slow move. It takes time to patch. That's okay. You'll get there. But someone from your past is going to try to make it seem like a fairy tale, like everything that you want, because they know what you want. It's a fairy tale. It's fake. You'll all the smoke and mirrors. It's a great illusion. And then when it actually comes down to it, it's exactly what it was an illusion. So that's why I want to tell you ahead of time, so that doesn't happen to you. Don't allow that energy to corrupt. Don't let that energy take you away from the person that you're trying to patch things up with, because if you do that, the person you're trying to patch things up with will go away. There will be no patching up. That will destroy the energy. Well, have a beautiful night, Cotton Candy. And she says, can I ask you, how is Mr. Dover's feelings? I'm not sure who that is, but the feelings are very neutral. I don't really feel like they're thinking about anyone but themselves at the current moment. And they have a lot on their plate, and they're trying to figure things out. So, not sure what you would want to know about Mr. Dover's feelings, but I don't feel like he's thinking of anybody's feelings. He's just focused on himself at the current moment. Is that the someone special you're trying to patch things up with? Because they're focused on themselves, and that sounds about right. That's why it's going to take time to pass, get these things patched up. Someone from the past might try to ruin the situation. Not that person. That person's got too much on their plate, sweetie. So it's not them. Not them. No. Yeah, I got that after you said that, so I knew it wasn't the person you were talking about. But the same person you're trying to patch things up with has those same exact feelings, which they're focusing on themselves. They'll try to fix their situation, which when they do that, they're gonna patch things up with you. But I do see that happening. All right. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Hang in there. It's going to come together. But don't let the past haunt you. It's all an illusion. It's a haunting. Don't let it happen. Exorcise it. Be the exorcist and get it out of you beforehand. Exercise that damn thing out. All right. Let's go ahead and check and see if anybody's jumped the list. Then we'll keep on going here, guys. All right, no jumps here, so let's keep on going. All right, so Cool Games, go ahead and throw me your question, Cool Games. Your question must have got lost somewhere, but I don't have it. I'm looking. That's why I say just throw it out. When I call your name, just go ahead and throw it out because it makes it easier so I don't lose it. Because on the system, after so many messages, they start to disappear to allow new messages to come through. So unfortunately, I don't get to see them all. But Cool Games, you're up next. And then let's go here. And Jasmine. Jasmine, are you with us? And after Jasmine is Sierra L. All right. It says, let me know if it went through. I do not see a question. I see, let me know if it went through. Jasmine, are you here? All right, Jasmine, get your question ready, sweetie. I keep asking, but I'm not sure what is happening. Okay. Break your, if it's a big question, you have to break it down. So don't put too much on there. I think there's a cap on how many words you can put in it. So do it in small sentences and I'll just take it that way. All right. So Cool Games, while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and take Jasmine's question and we'll go from there. All right. Please tell me about my love life, currently single. All right. Let's take a look here and see what's going on. So looking at your love life, I feel like you're going to be single for quite a few more months. So there's some things that need to be worked out. And I'm seeing a couple people around you. But I'm going to tell you the person that you need to be with is someone that you don't know yet. And I don't see that person coming until the end of June going into July. that's when I see you finding love. That's where energy walks through the door. Now, this seems to be coming a little bit um, sooner than before. The energy seems like it's moved, which is good. That means that things are changing in your life, which are, altering things to make you find the people that you need in your life, which is awesome. That means you're making stride. You're doing what you need to do in order to fix things in your life, pushing certain things out of your life. So that's how this works. Is like if you start making changes, you can actually make things move for you. And that looks good, Jasmine. I'm very proud of you for, really starting to structure things in your life. I feel like you're trying to just grab hold and make something happen out of it. And I feel like you're in a good place. But you still have a lot more change. You're going through transition. I see occupation stuff changing for you. I see more money coming your way. And because of all that, that's going to, help motivate you, bring your energy up. I am going to tell you, be available. That's the one thing I keep seeing is be available, but don't be available to those you already know, because those you already know are not the person that you're supposed to be with. So if you open up that door and allow yourself to be available to those you don't know, that's when you're going to trigger, new dates, meeting new people, which ends up bringing you to the person you're supposed to be with. Now, like I said, it is a couple months away, so this gives you plenty of time to kind of set up house, do things the way you want it, and then, make yourself available. Get yourself on dates, get some practice in. You haven't been on a real date in a while. You've seen people, but you haven't been on a real date, and real dates are on their way. But like I said, end of June going into July looks like the time frame in which you actually find somebody that you're going to be with. Where will I meet him? I see a gathering of people. So this looks like somebody you meet or knows this person, and they just happen to be there. Conversation happens. That's why I'm saying make yourself available. Meet new friends. Get yourself out there, because that's what's going to bring you to your new love. That's why it's taking a few months, because you're not quite there yet. So this will be a good thing. I love the changes that you're making. Your energy's balancing out, which is awesome, because the last time you had spoken to me, there was a lot of anxiety in your energy, and you weren't sure what was going to happen. And I see more balance and a little bit more confidence in that. So that's beautiful. That's what you need to be. That's where you need to be at, having that confidence and making those things change. I really feel like you're in a good place, and things will continue. So I want you to hang in there, Jasmine, because you are going to meet the love of your life. But I'm going to tell you right now, you need to open yourself up and be available. Availability is the biggest thing. Okay? Thank you so much for your question tonight, Jasmine. I appreciate it. All right. All right, guys. Let's keep on going here. See if anybody jumped the list. Cool Games. Let's see if you got your question. Get your question through a little bit at a time. Not sure why you're having troubles, because we're getting your other messages. We're just not getting the question. Okay, here it came through this time. I like a guy. What is happening with him? That's from Jasmine. Jasmine, he's not the one. All right. Thank you so much, Jasmine. All right, from Cool Games. So I was wondering if Bailey would be good for me to get into a relationship with. When it comes to Bailey, I do feel like there is a strong connection there, and I do feel like it would make a great relationship. But just to say this up front before I go any further is that it's a relationship in which you guys could be around each other, like connect with each other, maybe for a few months, but I don't see this as the long haul. This is not somebody that you would be consistently with for a long period of time. This would definitely be a short-lived relationship. Not because you guys didn't understand or didn't like each other, just that it just doesn't end up working out, but I still see a friendship out of it. So it's not a bad thing. It says, I still haven't gotten to know her. That's because of you. You haven't gotten to know her because you're not making the time, nor are you making yourself available to do so. So open yourself up a little bit. But I just want you to know that Bailey's not the long-term person. That person is coming, but this is a relationship. I don't want to say it's short-lived because I don't want you to be like, well, if I'm not going to be in a long relationship, I'm not going to be a part of it. You have to be a part of this relationship. You need to get that opportunity to have the experience in this relationship that you can bring to your next relationship. But Bailey's energy doesn't feel like the long-term, long-haul person. I feel like it's a short relationship, but it is something that you need in your life. And I know that you're looking for someone, and it's hard for you because you don't like to open up too much. But I do feel like things are going to come together, and you are going to find yourself with a stronger love. But Bailey's definitely someone I would connect deeper with. So you think either way, the long-term person will come in July, regardless of the potentially getting with Bailey. Correct. Because I don't see Bailey as the long-term person. Right off the bat, I didn't see Bailey as the long-term person. But love will come after that. So this is relationship between you and Bailey would be a short-term one. And it felt more like you guys were on the internet versus in person. So there wouldn't be a lot of like physical interaction. It felt more like you guys spent more communication, texting or online or something to that nature. And so the lack thereof the physical connection is going to make the relationship kind of bland. But it is a relationship that you have to have in your life. Now, you can make the choice to not do that, but I feel like you should give yourself the opportunity to share yourself with somebody and make a really good friendship, because it does turn out, even though the relationship is not a long-term one, there is a great relationship as a friend there and someone that you could talk to about certain private things that you don't always get to share with like your buddies and things like that. So this person would be someone that would be a confidant and you could talk about anything with them. So that would be, if you build a strong friendship there, it just doesn't work out relationship wise, and that's okay. Because your real love comes later. Not too much later, but it does come later. But cool games, I want you to hang in there. I want you to give Bailey a chance. Now, like I said, with everything in our beings, we have the ability to change these types of things. If you do feel that your love for Bailey can get stronger, you may be able to change the summer outcome, but at the current moment, I don't see that. At the current moment, I don't see Bailey as the long term. I feel like Bailey will be a great friend, but that's pretty much all I see. All right, guys, everybody who's coming in that wants to ask a question, all you got to do is say hi. We automatically put you on the list. Please don't ask your question ahead of time because it does get lost. So when we call your name, just go ahead and put your question there. That way we don't lose your question, okay? All right, let's keep on going here. I'm going to go ahead and put the Jump the List link up here. So if you want to jump the list, you can. It's a $5 donation. If not, we'll just go straight down the list as we have been. And let's go ahead and check and see who's jumped the list. All right, no jump the list just yet. All right, so yeah, you feeling it? You're on the list. All right, so we did Jasmine, we did Cool Games, Sierra L, and then Cotton Candy. He says, okay, thanks. I'll give her a chance and try to keep you posted. Absolutely, keep me posted. Like I said, you can change out your own outcome when it comes to summer love. But for now, I kind of feel like this is going to be a temporary thing and she becomes more of a buddy than a lover. All right, Sierra's question. Just wondering if love's still coming my way, but the end of this month, or did the energy change on that? And will I see these negative issues I'm dealing with end for me soon. All right, so Sierra, the energy that I see circling you when it comes to finding love is just like Cool Games, it's being available to the right person. Um, the negatives, you need to walk away from them. Stop trying to solve their problems. They're not trying to solve their problems. They're looking for energy and they're sucking you dry. You cannot be drained of your energy when you find love. It won't happen. So all the negativity that circles you right now, you need to drop it like it's hot. Just drop it. Get rid of it. It's not worth your time. You cannot fix the situation. Drop it. It says, do you know who the spirit is in my apartment? I kind of feel like they're upset with me. They're trying to get you to realize that the people that you have around you right now are being extremely negative. The spirit's not mad at you. They're trying to give you imagery and things that make you understand. They're trying to get you to see what's in front of you because you seem to be blinded to it right now. And that has a lot to do with the negativity. So the spirit's not actually mad at you. They are trying to get their point across like, girl, get it together. Lose the losers. You cannot fix everyone's problem. Hell, I can't fix everybody's problem, but I can tell you that they're trying to give you a message. That's what Spirit's doing in your home. They're trying to give you a message. They're trying to make you see. There's a couple people that are around you. I see three. I see three people that are around you. They're being extremely negative. It's all about them, and they're just tearing you down. You need to dump them like safes in the sea. Get rid of them. There's no reason for it. There's nothing you can do to fix it. They're not really looking for help. They're just looking for attention. And at the current moment, you're the person giving the attention. And so they're going to tear you down along with them. Don't let it happen. You're stronger, you're better, and that's why they ran to you like a moth to a flame. Your energy's changing. You're growing. You've been growing. You've been trying to get yourself out of this hole. You were starting to gain stride, but then all this negativity came into your life and brought you back. So fight those negativities, move forward, and let the past go. Stop fixing up the fixer-uppers. You're not going to fall in love with a fixer-upper. I did not see you falling in love with someone who needed your help. I see you finding someone who's going to open the door for you and be there for you. They don't need fixing. They're already fixed. She says, absolutely, thank you. I'm so used to helping people. But there's a thing with helping people and then enabling people who don't actually need or want the help. So that's a big deal. So I want you to understand that and get past that, because the energy is definitely going to, the energy is going to get better for you, but you have to drop the negativity. If you don't, it's just going to tear you back, and you're going to miss out on this opportunity of love and may have to wait even longer. So hang in there. All right. Thank you so much, Sierra. All right, let's see who's next. All right, Cotton Candy. Cotton Candy, and you feeling it? Throw me your questions. All right, guys. Cotton Candy, are you feeling it? Go ahead and throw me your questions. All right, definitely don't want that. Haha, thank you. You're welcome, sweetie. Remember, don't help those who are not really seeking the help. They're just gaining attention. Don't feed into that. Don't enable the enablers. All right. How are Jake's feelings towards me? Where will I end up living? Where will I meet my future husband? How soon? What is he like? Okay. Now, who is Jake? Because Jake's feelings towards you are coming off more friendly than they are lover. And that seems to be, to me, that seems to be something that he's doing on his own. Like he's trying, it's like it's being forced. So there are more deeper feeling than he's trying to feel. But to me, it seems like there's a love for you, but he's trying to put you in the friend zone. Jake is my ex. Yeah. He still has feelings for you, honey, but he's definitely trying to stick you in the friend zone. And there's still some jealousy there when it comes to you possibly meeting somebody else. He does get jealous. If there's somebody else in your life, there's jealousy immediately. That's what I'm seeing here. She says he has another woman. Well, it doesn't matter that he has another woman because he still has feelings for you, even though he tries to mask them and hide them, because it came more up like a friendship, and that's because it was forced. But I did see a deeper feeling there, and that's how I knew that he still had feelings for you. But apparently he's not willing to share them nor show them. So he constantly puts himself in a situation where he's, trying to figure things out and trying to kind of push you out of his life, but it's not working. I can tell you that it's not working. I don't see you guys back together or anything. I'm just saying it's just not working. So he's going to have to live with that. When it comes to a future husband, I'm not seeing one at the current moment, but Gifts of Faith is really good at that type of pinpoint. So she would be able to help you on that. But at the current moment, I'm not seeing a future husband at the present time. I'm seeing a lot of other things happening prior. I do feel that love is coming your way, but I do feel like it's going to take some time. I see new love for you, but it takes time. It's not any time. I'm going to say late summer. That's what I got. It's like September or late summer. And that's where you see a connection. That's where our balance comes in. That's where real love's at. So thank you so much. You are welcome. Zambi, yes, you are on the list. All right, so let's keep on going. Thank you. Are you feeling it? All right, Zambi, actually, you are next. Go ahead and throw us your question. Zambi, go ahead and throw us your question, sweetie. Oh, she said I really wanted to come soon. That's from you feeling it. It will come, but I got that September is where real love happens. But you got a lot of things that are coming up that are going to get balanced out before that happens, and it's a positive thing for sure. Yes, you're on the list. 24/7, you are on the list. All right. Zambi, should I take the promotion at work or will it be bad? I don't feel that the promotion would be a bad. I feel as though that would be a great direction for you, and I feel as though that it leads to something even more than that. So I feel like this is a stepping stone to get to the even better place. So I'm going to say yes, take the promotion. Do not allow yourself not to do that. I think that would be a big mistake. I feel as if you didn't take that opportunity, it would be a big mistake and you'd be kicking yourself in the ass for not doing it. So don't do that to yourself. Allow yourself to be able to grow and to move forward and to know that what you're doing to take this promotion is only a stepping stone to something even more. This is not the end. There's another step after you take the promotion. And after you take the promotion, it looks about 8 months. When we get to the 8-month mark after taking this promotion, do they want to step you up to even higher position? So I would say yes, take this, because the position that you'll be getting after you take this promotion is the actual job that you want. So this one's okay. There's a lot of pressure behind it, but that's only for 8 months. And then you get to that next step where it's a lot more control. You have a lot more control and you're able to take care of things and do things your way. So I really feel like if you can hold off and do that, you'll be in a way better position. All right. So definitely take the opportunity. It's what's needed for you right now. All right. Thank you, Zemby, for your question. I appreciate you. All right, guys. Let's keep on going here. All right. After Zambi is Nemia K. Go ahead and put your question up. And then after her is 24/7, beautiful 24/7. You're after Nemia. I hope I said that right. And we'll be right back after these messages, guys. All right, let's go ahead and take our next question here. I did say it wrong. It's Nima. I hope I'm saying that right. All right. It says, can I get some general insight for the rest of March? Well, so right now is the time for you to kind of break away from what you've been doing and start going on your creative side. I'm seeing many ideas circling you and doing something for yourself. And I do feel as though that you have, there's some dreams that you've been, like, there's ideas, and following your dreams is what this is saying to me to tell you. Spirits want you to start following your dreams, start doing something. Are you wanting to do something on the internet? I keep seeing you being a promoter or an influencer or something to that nature. It feels really big. It doesn't feel small or contained. This feels like there's a lot of potential and a lot of people are going to be watching. So I feel like all eyes on you. So are you doing something with like TikTok or YouTube or something to that nature? Because I feel like that's something really big for you. Because I see you creating, and when it comes to the month of March, it's time to balance things off, break away, start focusing. She says, yes, it's kind of one of those things I wish to do. Instagram. Okay, so when it comes to the Instagram thing, I do feel that all eyes are on you. So I do see that as a good thing. And I do feel like you're going to make it happen because that is what I saw. But I'm seeing focus and needing to work. So you need to start bringing forth all your content. You need to, everything that you need to do for April, you should have did this month. So everything that you need to put on Insta for next month, you need to work on it now. If you need to do things for May, it better be done in April. Make sure you're ahead of the game. But you're also going to have to make in-between content on top of that. So I keep seeing you work. There's a lot of work to be done, but I feel like you're going to get the balance in it. And right now it's saying to focus on that because I feel that you're going to be extremely successful. And that's where I see a new form of income is through the social media stuff because that's where it was taking me. I've seen all eyes on you. I've seen promotions, things like that, people wanting you to help promote their products and people noticing that they can go through you. So you're going to be an eye catcher. Like people are going to be paying attention. I see you as an influencer. Now, I also see some other things. I see, what is this? Are you wanting to do auditions? I keep seeing you auditioning for something as well. That was the other thing that I saw popping up for you. That's not happening in the month of March, but I do feel like you have some other ideas and you want to go in lots of different directions, but I see you auditioning for things. Just as, wow, that's great news. Absolutely, it's great. You've got a lot of potential and you've got a lot of eyes that are going to follow you. But make sure, because right now it's saying we're in the month of March, we're halfway through it, we're at the middle marker of this month. You need to start focusing and try to do as much April content as possible. But I'm going to say, yeah, get it done because you're going to do great. Not really, but maybe it's coming in the future. That's what I saw was something that you were auditioning for. They want to see how you do something. It could be how you use or do a product for somebody. That could be what I'm seeing here because it seems to go with promotions. So keep that in mind. Put that one in your back pocket. Hold on to it because it's coming. But when it comes to being an influencer, you're most certainly going to be one. So that's what the month of March, what you should be doing, and Spirit's saying you need to be focusing. You need to be focusing on what you want to happen. So back away from friends just a little bit. Not telling everybody to tell them off or anything. Just like pull back, take your time, do what you need to do in order to make it happen. Because girl, once you do, you're on fire. Just like that. On fire. And if you go to My Press Marketing, they will help you. They'll even put an ad or a commercial for you right here on our show because we work with My Press Marketing. So just a little FYI. Oh, mypressmarketing.com. You can sign up and get to talking to them and see what they can do for you as well. Just make sure that you work on your Insta stuff because I feel like you're going to be a success. She says, "Oh, right, nice. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's motivating. Absolutely. Keep that in mind. Absolutely. But get focused on it, sweetheart. Get focused on it. You're going to, oh my God, you're going to rock it. I'm going to be so excited when you come back and you talk about how many followers you're getting and what's changing and how you're influencing and how you're doing things. It's going to be amazing. All the product ideas, all the products trying to be given to you. Definitely going to be a big thing. So just hang in there. It's going to get better. It's going to get good. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much for your question tonight. All right. The next person on the list. All right, beautiful. Let's get it going. All right. What do you see in love for me? Marriage coming soon. A new guy, old guy. September. Okay, so when it comes to relationships for you, it is definitely someone new. Anyone from the past, I do feel like a couple from the past are going to try to resurface. you could be their friend or definitely get the hell out of the way. That's what I would tell them, because you need to meet the new guy. Marriage for you, I do feel like it's coming, but it is a couple years away. I don't see marriage for at least 2 more years. I'm looking at 2023, 24, right around that time frame. So it's not soon, but that's okay, because it doesn't mean you're not going to meet the love of your life. It just means that marriage isn't going to happen like as soon as you meet them. So when it comes to meeting the new person, I do feel like you're going to find them, and they're going to happen to pop up in the month of April. But we're looking more towards the end of it, getting close to May. So it's a springtime love. It develops. You're a little bit nervous. Both of you are nervous. I see that. You guys communicate well, but you do see the nervousness in the relationship right away. I did. You didn't get skipped, Brandolyn. I didn't skip you. Beautiful's been here for a while, sweetheart. The thing is that your energy with the new guy, I see nervousness, but I don't feel like it's a bad thing. It definitely grows. It definitely blossoms. End of April, I see a tall guy, slender build, dark hair, dark eyes. So that's what I saw. Is it VR by any chance? I don't know what VR is. The person that you're meeting is new. So that's what I saw. You would meet them online through somebody. And it wasn't even meant to be like a relationship. It's just something that, it's a connection that's made, which turns into something more. He's a friend that I rejected a long time, and he fits your description. No, it's not him. It's not him, no. The guy that you're talking about that you've rejected, I understand the rejection because it's not there, and just continue being their friend, but don't make that a relationship. That's not who I'm talking about. The person I see that's a slender build with dark hair, that's tall with dark eyes, that's not him. There's somebody else coming in. They are into computers, technology, like cyber, something with cyber security or something to that nature. They're very well off with programming, and they have a very, very good job. And somehow you guys get brought together and start communicating and talking. Really starts off with a lot of laughter. I'm seeing lots of communication that is funny. And it's kind of what brings you guys together, because it's calming at first. But then when the feelings start to happen, you guys get a little nervous, but it's okay. It's cute. And I definitely see this growing. Is he older? Yes, he is older by at least 3 years. I see a 3-year difference. So it's not a big difference, but he is older. But he definitely doesn't look older, that's for sure. From what I'm seeing, he's like wrinkle-free. So is he handsome? Yes, he's handsome. From what I'm seeing descriptively, he does look like he's a very handsome guy. And I feel like you would be very happy. And he's very smart. His intelligence is amazing. And here's the one thing that Spirit just said. She'll finally get to have that conversation with a normal person. So I don't know what that means, but Spirit's seeing that you would have, great conversation with him. So just, hang in there with that. I do see maturity, yes. She says, is he mature? Absolutely. Is he bearded? Ha ha ha. No, I don't see a beard. I've seen clean cut. Doesn't have a beard due to the job that he has. Professional look. So he's, he keeps it clean cut. But he's very, he does things a very specific way. So that might be like, I place my brush here every day, plus I do this. So he has that type of tick, just so you know ahead of time. He's kind of, anal retentive about where things go. So if you're a little bit messy, he might be a little nervous about that. But I feel like you guys will work out great, the energy, because you guys are a little bit opposite of each other, but that's actually what attracts you together, because you do things that he wants to do and he does things that you want to do. So it really kind of brings you guys together. So get ready for that relationship. It's going to be a good one. Thank you for your question. Is tan skin? I can tell you right now that he has olive complected. He's like an olive complected skin. You guys both speak the same native tongue. Yes. All right. Thank you so much, sweetheart. We're going to go to our next person is Victor. Victor, come on down. Bring us your question. After Victor is Brenda Lynn. You'll be after Victor. All right. She said, thank you. You're welcome. Victor says, give me a second here, guys. I recently met a girl named Caitlin. Do you see anything happening there? Does she have feelings for me, or is she just a friend? Well, here's the thing. You've got a lot going on in your life and things are about to change. To start a relationship and to, pick your stuff up and leave would be a hard thing to do. Caitlin can be a relationship. I do see it. She does have feelings for you. They're slightly there. There's not a lot to go off just yet, but they can build if you wanted to do that. I'm trying to see the longevity of the relationship. Is it something that would be long term? And I can't see that it's a long-term relationship. I don't see that. So that doesn't mean it can't be at the moment, but as I look at the current energy, and I think that has a lot to do with not having enough feeling in it yet. So I feel like it's too new. But this relationship, it has possibility, but I can't say that I promise that this is going to be a long-term relationship, unfortunately. So, yeah, you can make something happen, but at the moment, there's not enough energy to go off of to make this, because she's not putting forth enough energy just yet. So I feel like you guys would need to spend some more time together before I could get a more accurate reading on it. But as for you guys, can come together, I do see it. With the longevity of it, how long it's going to be together, I can't really pinpoint that. And it doesn't look like it's long. So, but you got a lot of stuff on your plate. You're trying to make decisions. So that would be a decision I would want to make before I take the bigger leap. Because if you do that, then you're putting a gap in space between you, and long-term relationships are really, really hard to keep together. Because there's always the fear that they're going to go out, they're going to do something wrong, and that's going to destroy the relationship. And then that'll break the trust, and once the trust is broken in a relationship, it's really hard to piece that back together unless you forgive them totally. So, just something to think about. Like I said, you can make it a longer-term relationship, but currently I don't see that. It would have to have more time. You would have to spend more time with her in order for me to really get a real gauge on that, because currently there's not enough energy coming from her about the relationship. So just maybe spend some more time with her and come back with that question, because I feel like we can give you a better answer once you guys spend some more time together. But it'll also give you a better idea of what you feel on it too, because your feelings are frozen on it. Like, yeah, I like her, but, and then you freeze. So that's what I'm seeing when it comes to the relationship. Like, You like her, but you're not pushing it. You're not allowing yourself to be open to those feelings at the current moment. Thank you. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to keep her around as a friend. Good. Now you know what your feelings are on it. That's up to you, like I said. But thank you for your question tonight, Victor. Appreciate it. All right. Let's go to the board here. And I hope I'm saying this right. Brandolin. You're next on my list. All right. Are you still here, sweetheart? All right. Well, if you have a question, please post it. And then we need Bindia B. Bindia B. Go ahead and throw us your question. While we wait for these questions, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. All right, guys. I got Bindia B, and let's see here. All right, let's see here. There you are, Bindia. Let's go ahead and take your question. What does X Capricorn think of me? No contact since 18 months. He is in another relationship. Well, when it comes to you, you're definitely on his mind. I can tell you that. But the thing about it is that that's not something that is going to come about just yet. We're looking at April, when you get some type of message. I don't know if it's email or maybe Facebook or something to that nature, but it's in written form, and it's just a little bit of information. It's just kind of seeing how you are, and it seems very basic, so it's not very emotional felt, but to me it looks like it's a testing of the waters to see if you'll even communicate. The current relationship that they're in is not something that they want to be in, and I feel the urge to want to run when it comes to Capricorn. So that's what I'm seeing there. So the opening of the door of the escape is the first reaching out to you. Now, this reaching out will lead to more communication, but it's going to take a while. The communication between the two of you will be kind of spotty. Like, You'll get some communication, and then we'll go like a whole week without nothing, and then there'll be communication. And then we'll go another week without anything, and then there's communication. So that's the type of communication that I see coming forward. As the feelings, yes, they're still there. I get that they've never gone away. They've just been suppressed. This relationship they're in looks like it was kind of forced, like chosen for them. Not exactly what they wanted to do or wanted to be in. And now they're looking for their escape. That's what I'm seeing when it comes to this relationship. It looks like poor choice relationship, but they're still trying to make it work, but have that feeling that they want to run. So because of all those confusing energies, they're not sure what to do. So that's why I see in written form that they try to reach out. And that's what I see happening. He suddenly disappeared. Yeah, because he looks like he's being forced into something that he's not really wanting to do. The energy doesn't seem right. So I can tell you right now that, yeah, they're going to test the waters to see if you're even going to communicate. So, but the thing is that, you know, things will come together when it comes to the two of you. So just hold on, and when they communicate, go ahead and communicate back. So you guys can start that communication. Even though it's going to be broken for a little while, you still want to have that communication, because when they're ready to run and get out of their situation, they're going to come running to you. But remember, when they come back, they're broken, and there's going to be a lot to fix, but it will work out. It says, okay, when will he communicate? I'm seeing the end of April, so we got a few weeks. We got a few weeks before you get the first written communication. After you get the first written communication, then you'll get broken communication, and then it'll start to get better, because they leave that situation, and that will give you the clarity in which you're looking for. She says, yes, I want clarity. Yeah, you'll get that clarity, but it does take time in order to get it. So don't think that this is completely over, because they do think about you. You are on the backside of their minds, and they're dealing with something in front of them that they really don't want to be a part of. And I do feel like you'll get what you want at the end. So hang in there. It's gonna get better. Thank you so much for your questions tonight, Bindia. I appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and get Brenda Lynn's question. I need your question, sweetheart. Go ahead and put your question out there, Brandy. Or Brenda Lynn. I think I'm saying it right. I hope so. I don't like it when I mispronounce people's names. It bothers me. All right. While we wait here, don't forget, guys, we are going to be here tomorrow night with Gifts of Faith. On Wednesday, we're here with Trinity Black. Thursday, Dream Interpretations with myself, Journey Ryan. On Friday, Gifts of Faith will be the host, and she will be interviewing me, where you guys get the opportunity to talk to me and ask some questions about me and get to know more about who I am as a psychic. All right. Well, since Brandon Lynn is not coming forward with her question, we're going to go ahead and tell everybody thank you so much for joining us tonight. It has been a pleasure talking to each and every one of you. I want to say, tune in tomorrow night at 10 p.m. to talk with Gifts of Faith. And until then, this is Journey Ryan signing off. Have a great night, everybody.